Okay, today we're going to talk about my outdoor griddle from Blackstone. Nathan Cox here, guys. Thanks so much for joining us on Around the Home. This has been a huge positive addition to my outdoor grilling experience here. This is an outdoor griddle from a company called Blackstone. Okay, there are a couple other companies out there making these, but I really think that Blackstone has really got it the best. They got the great BTUs. They have a folding ability, so you can take this, fold it up pretty easy, toss it in the back of your truck, which I'll make another video, and I'll have that link at the end of this video so you guys can check that out on how to fold it up. Okay, now this is a very heavy duty cover that you can get to go along with it. My dog loves it playing. She's gonna stop me every chance she gets. All right, now I've had this griddle in service for about a year, so I can really tell you everything about it, good and bad. Okay, and number one bad thing is probably this little grease tray thing, grease collector. All right, so let's get a little bit closer with the camera so you can see better what's going on. Okay, that's a pretty good view of the top here. Now what you got is you got like 3 foot wide here. This is they do have a slightly smaller one, and then they have a stainless steel one, but this is gonna be your most common model right here. And we're almost 2 feet back. Okay, we're like 20 inches back roughly or something like that, but you got a full 3 foot this way. And it's almost like a giant cast iron skillet, or a giant cast iron griddle, if you will. Now this is a rolled steel top, okay? So not quite the cast iron, but honestly not very far from it. It's seasoned and treated just like it was a cast iron skillet. So that's what makes it beautiful. Once it gets warm, it really maintains its heat and cooks everything well. From hamburgers to steaks to chicken breasts. I can't get the chicken breasts wrong, guys. They always come out juicy. In fact, I do have a cooking channel. I know it's tiny. As soon as I get more time, I'm going to devote more time to it. But check out here in the top right of your screen, and you'll see one of my a very easy to do chicken recipe that I do on this griddle. And you can see the spatula and stuff that I use on it. You use a big, I use one from Hell's Handle. It's a very big flipper griddle spatula. It's really awesome. Okay, back to the negative item on this is your grease stripping thing. Now when you pull the cover off, you have to be real careful, because sometimes you pull it off and you end up dumping this. If this isn't cleaned out, you know, if you covered it and had some grease in it still, or sometimes if the cover leaks a little bit and gets some rain in there, which does happen. The cover is really good, but it's not perfect. You know, as it gets a little older, you can knock this off and just spills crap everywhere. Okay, so that's a negative right there. Plus, dripping into this little thing isn't always perfect. Now, you can buy these little extenders on Amazon. They're pretty inexpensive. They're like about $15, and it's a piece of sheet metal that's been folded that'll clamp over this and extend it out just a little bit more, so it lands in this tray. Because there's actually a little hole right here that's covered up in grease. I'm not going to knock the grease out because it would actually go down the hole, and they've got a little notch welded on the bottom of it, so it kind of goes through that hole and hits that notch and then drips. But a lot of times, if you don't have the angle just perfect, it ends up running down this leg here, okay? So with the grease filling that hole, it actually is able to shoot off the chute. So you gotta, that's the other thing to do when you get these set up, is you really gotta know the level on it, okay? So this corner here, this back left corner, which is opposite for where the grease tray goes, has to be up, okay? So you need the left side up just a little bit, and the back up just a little bit. So when everything's, you know, the grease is running or this and that, everything can slowly drip and run, hit the chute and run down this way. Okay, so having everything leveled and, you know, basically gonna put shims under the wheels and stuff like that. I'll show you what I've got. All right, guys, so right here where the propane tank sits, you can see this little wooden shim that I cut on my table saw. And it's almost 3/8 of an inch thick, okay? Which gave me, on this deck, made it perfect. And I already, I guess, was leaning back just a little bit. My dog and her ball. So that actually gives it a perfect, you know, angle. Okay, now how easy is this thing to start? Well, it's really easy, okay? You got your standard igniter right here. So we're just gonna turn the propane on. You turn the first burner on, you should be able to, maybe you can hear that. It ignites. And then we're gonna go ahead and turn the burner after burner after burner. You can hear the little puffs. It's like puff, 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 puff. It's just the gas igniting as it builds up underneath there, okay? And we're just gonna turn everything off again. But you got 4 burners of power here, and trust me, it's got plenty of power. Okay, so honestly, except for dealing with a little bit of crap because of the little grease trip tray, I love this griddle. And when I started talking about having plenty of power, okay, last weekend was kind of a combination of my sister-in-law's and my mother-in-law's birthday, a little bit with my twins. We just all went down there to my in-laws. I packed this thing up. Again, like I said, it's easy to fold up, throw in the back of the truck, set it up down there, and I cooked, what did I have on here? I cooked a chicken hibachi with the egg fried rice and shrimp. So I had about 5.5 pounds of chicken breast, had about 3.5 pounds of shrimp, probably had like 5 pounds of rice, probably had like 8 pounds of mixed vegetables from squashes and broccoli and onions and all that stuff, all on this griddle, all at the same time, guys. Okay, I had enough to feed 3 whole families, kids and all. I mean, we had like 14 people there, and there were so many leftovers. I cooked everything all at the same time. I mean, of course, a couple items went on before the other ones, but by the end, every single thing was on here at the same time. I didn't have to like take stuff off, take it in the house, and then bring it out. Really, really impressed. I mean, of course, I got my Weber here, you know, beside me. You guys can still see that. You can't get rid of that because I like roasting the tri-tips on there and doing other things like that, roasting potatoes and whole chickens. And you can't do that on a griddle. This doesn't replace your traditional grill, but it is a perfect complement. Pancakes, oh my goodness. I can do like a 4-cup, mixture, mix up 4 cups of pancake batter, and do all of them. I can do like 30 pancakes on here, all at one time, just laying them out. It's crazy. So, now if you're wondering where can you get this thing, down in the description, okay? Check it out. I'll have Amazon links, so you can buy this right off of Amazon. You can buy the cover. You can buy the super awesome spatula turner for it. You can get all those things, and when you use those links, it helps support my channel, my website, so I can keep making videos like this. It doesn't cost you guys a dime. It doesn't cost you guys a dime to do it, to click on those links, but it helps support the channel. Other than that, we're at the end of the video. If you guys are curious, if there's any confusion, this is 2 thumbs up. Because I love this thing. Like I said, I've had it for a whole year in service, and I cook so much on it. I've stopped using my stove for so many different things, except for when it's pouring down rain, So guys, please take a moment, help a crazy puppy, subscribe to my channel, check out my website. Got tons more videos there, including some of the cooking ones. Like I said, I'm only got a couple, but I'm gonna eventually get there. And I got some additional videos for you guys to watch right over here. So, with that being said, you guys have a great one, and thanks for watching.